You can see me or you can hear me because I think we're having some problems with the internet. I've got my chat thing working now. Somebody tell me you can see me and you can hear me on YouTube and Facebook, and then I'll continue. Everything's okay, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as somebody tells me that they can see me or they can hear me. Aha, Cliff Gouston on Facebook. Right, thank you very much. If somebody can speak to me on YouTube, even better. You see, the bloody internet's giving us problems. So thanks, Cliff. Please tell me you can see me and you can hear me. Can see and hear, right? That's great. Yes, Chris Shaw, Nick Branston, Anita Kiefel. Okay. A bit of a problem with the internet today. But we're on. Yes, okay, we're on. Good evening, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the continuation of the Christmas live stream, which was unfortunately or fortunately interrupted on Christmas Eve by a friend who called in for a cup of tea, which was perfectly fine. He just wasn't aware that I was doing a live stream, and any of you who are watching will know that the dogs were going mad outside and I had to stop everything to go and answer the door. Okay. Right. Okay. So before I started and then I stopped and then I started again. Basically, the chat's working. You can see me and you can hear me. I'm playing the next in the series of signature guitars from the John Hornby Skews people. This is a vintage V66 Paul Rose signature model, and it's fantastic. And picture on YouTube's not good. Okay. Can anybody tell me if they're having any problems with the pictures on YouTube or Facebook? It's not been my week this week for live streaming. So Facebook's fine, and it's okay in Germany. Okay, Nick, we're going to have to assume that there's something wrong with your system. But nothing wrong with your system, of course. Everything fine on Facebook. Okay, I'm just going to go on. Right, first song, ladies and gentlemen. Madhouse. Why not? Carter, I hope you're tuned in. I'm sorry for your loss. And this song was recorded in, this backing track was recorded in Montreux, Switzerland. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Don't quite know what went wrong there, but not there, but at the beginning at 3 o'clock when I started 20 minutes ago. 20 to 3 o'clock, midday, mid-tag. Don't know where I am, ladies and gentlemen. Don't know what I'm doing, don't know what I'm saying. Thank you very much, Kaiser. Thank you very much, Mary Ellen. Thank you hello, Miriam A. in Chile. Nice to have you aboard. So it's coming through loud and clear. Yeah, Nick Branston, set to 144. YouTube sometimes does that, doesn't it? It makes a decision and doesn't consult us. Well, let's not get into that. Yeah, happy Boxing Day, everybody. Pleased everybody's here. Do I need to turn the vocal mic up a little bit? I think I do. Can you give us a second? Just a very brief moment, and I'll turn that up there like that. Yes, that's better, isn't it? Okay, that's better. Okay. Okay, so track 2, single coil. Well, of course, it's no secret why we call this next track, single coil. These are Trevor Wilkinson designed vintage voice pickups in the soon-to-be released Paul Rose Signature V66. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. It's very difficult to set the lights to not glare on the guitar. This is basically a lovely old kind of metallic blue, faded metallic blue. And rosewood fingerboard, brass saddles. Hey. I was, of course, going to ring the in-session bell. But of course, because of the few technical hitches, I forgot to do it. Okay, so if you were watching on Christmas Eve, a friend of mine knocked at the door. Dogs went bananas, had to stop the show. There was Christmas cake, mince pies, cups of tea, stuff like that. So, you know, what can you do? So this one's called Single Coil, and it goes like this. single coil. Steve Forward, hello Steve. I just thought about you the other day. I hadn't seen or heard from you for a while, so I thought, I hope Steve's all right. And then there he is. It was a telepathic thing. And now my chat thing's just disappeared. Hey, I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to sign back in. This is a thing and a half, this today. I don't know what's going on. But there are gremlins in the machine, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, what a palaver. What, now it's asking us for the bloody... So, can you see any traffic lights in this? The thing is, ladies and gentlemen, I am dependent upon you people to tell me if everything's going all right. And if I'm sitting here and there's a technical fault going out there, and you're not here to tell me. Yeah. Having massive problems here with this, I'll tell you. I don't want to stream without interaction with you lot. But this laptop's absolutely shite. I need to buy some, I think it's because it's Windows 7. Right, we're back on. Okay. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. Okay. Everything's okay. So tell me, is the sound and picture still okay? Because this laptop's... who cares? Okay. Number 3, Persona 2. I played this one the other day and I enjoy it enormously. And I'm going to play it again. And it's very Mixolydian. Here we go. Yes, interesting that, isn't it? Right, tell you what I'm going to do. Just give us a moment. I think I might have sussed out why this laptop's acting itself. I think because it might not be in the best position to receive the Wi-Fi. Let's try putting it up there. Hopefully it doesn't fall off. If it falls off and breaks, it's doing us a bloody favour. Actually, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, fingers crossed. Everybody okay? Am I still coming through, ladies and gentlemen? I'm still making contact. Number 4, Europa. That's the wrong backing track. We'll skip on to the next one. What's number 5? Number 5. God rest ye merry gentlemen. Okay, a bit of Christmas. Chat's gone quiet. Are you still seeing me and still hearing me? Just say yes or no or very good, very bad, we hate you, we love you. Well, it's all nonsense at the end of the day, that stuff. I can see that there's something going on there, but please let me know, folks. Please let me know. Okay, I'm going to do dopamine disaster. This is the point in the show on Saturday where my friend arrived and I had to abandon the show. Hello. Speak to me, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it says that it's offline. What a piece of shit. Okay. So there's no chat, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to restart the chat app because what's the point in doing a live show if I can't interact with you all, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah. Thanks, Steve. Just got your message there. What's the point in doing a live stream? I might as well sit here and video myself playing and then upload it later on. Okay. I've restarted the chat. It says there's 26 people tuned in. That's nice. If somebody can send us a message now, say hello, yes, goodbye, thank you. Everything's lovely. Ah, yes, Steve Forward, agreed. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be a live show. It's supposed to be interaction. It's the miracle of the internet. And, yes, millions of messages just come through. Right, okay, that's good. Yeah, we're on. Dopamine Disaster 2, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brendan O'Neill. That was Jim Drummond. That was Jim Drummond playing drums, or with the brushes. Kenny Hutchison playing bass. And John Bundrick from The Who playing Hammond organ. And I can tell you, I've got all of these digital keyboards here and Hammond organs and that. Oh, that's very good, isn't it? But I'll tell you, when John Bundrick sent those wave files of the Hammond organ, the real valve B3 Hammond organ with a Leslie cabinet, it blew the digital organ completely away. Yeah, and it clicks and it hisses and it crackles and it makes all of these noises that digital doesn't. Digital's very clean, and I know why we like that, but at the same time you want a little bit of filth. Like when you listen to Jeff Beck's Wired album, you can hear the crackle of the guitar lead and the hiss of the amp and stuff like that, Neil Clark, no, I'm using Amplitude 5, Neil. Paul Hickey, Renee Ashbog, you're here, good, okay, yeah, I'm just having a few little technical hiccups, but I don't let them bother us the way I used to. Okay, so and this next version is Brendan O'Neill playing drums and me playing bass, and it's the Dopamine Disaster 2, and it's a little bit more of an aggressive version. seem to be getting one more follow to smash the 50 mark. Ah, well, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Thank you, Paul Hickey, Nick Branson, Sean Harp. Season's greetings. Minutes in the live stream, normal life takes over. Need your dopamine. Okay, so I've had some strange little technical things going on today, really to do with the internet. Hello there, Guitar Tommy. Nice to meet you. And like I was saying before we... hello, Cliff Gowsden. Hello. Oh yeah, okay, Steve Golden. Thank you Steve Forward. Thank you very much for that. Morning, Paul. Okay, there's a lot of people joining. Guitar Tommy, Boxing Day. All right. Yes, indeed. Suddenly, loads of people. This is a Dunlop standard wah-wah pedal. I've just bought a second one. Just because you never know. Okay, so where are we? What you say is what you get. Let's get ambient. Let's call the ambulance, ladies and gentlemen. Let's call the ambulance. I need an ambulance. Okay, hopefully this all works. Have you liked, have you subscribed? Please, if you haven't, do me a favour. I mean, I understand why you don't want to, maybe. But apparently it does me service in the algorithms and whatnot. What else have we got? Do you want to email me? Do you want guitar lessons? paul@paulrose.co.uk. And I've just remembered that I haven't got the email address for the signature guitars included in the production. Next time, definitely. Okay, let's just take care of some business here. Yes, so does that work? Okay, I have all of these albums. That doesn't look like very many albums. It looks like the same thing over and over again, but it's not, I assure you. There's lots of albums on Bandcamp, about 15 albums, I think. But if you want to buy albums and cut out the middleman, email me directly, and I can send you them. I can send you them on MP3 with covers and artwork and all of that for pretty much all of them. I've got a Patreon account, ladies and gentlemen. You can patronise me, Paul Rose Music, with P, R and M as capitals. I'm not here for money. I'm not here to beg. But, you just got to do what you got to do in order to keep the boat afloat. Certainly, everything is appreciated from all of you who contribute. And yes, to those of you who sent super chats and so on, very much appreciated. I received a few super chats from you there on Christmas Eve. And YouTube, Google hold on to them for a little bit before they give them to me directly. I don't know why they need to do that, but they do. But it's very great. I'm very much appreciative of that. And I don't know if there's anything else I really need to say. I do need to say this. If I press this button here, it'll tell you that it's the 300th show. I didn't need to press that button, ladies and gentlemen. That's the wrong button. So we'll leave that one to fade off, and I'll tell you when that one fades away like that. Okay, just a second. This thing will appear in a moment. Don't know why it delays, but it's another gremlin. Live guitar stream, the Paul Rose House Band, January the 5th at 7 p.m. That isn't the proper flyer. We do have a proper flyer designed, but I couldn't use it because it was stretched and it looked all strange. But on the 5th of January at 7 p.m. and we'll launch another flyer in time, which will have all of your European times and New York times and Australian times and everything included. I haven't received. You sent a super chat earlier today. I haven't seen it yet, Nick. I haven't seen it, but I've had some problems with the chat software here, so it may be in there. I promise you, I'll let you know. I promise you, I'll let you know. I will have received it. I almost certainly will have received it. But Nick, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. It's probably come through while the chat thing's been down, which is, you see, this stuff gets on your nerves, you know. It works perfectly, and then on the first attempt at getting online, yeah, it'll be there. It'll be there. I'm sure it'll be there. So that was what you say. Okay, ambience music, laid back, bit of peace and quiet. Let's have the singing bowl one more time. Lovely that, mind, isn't it? I'm going to be making some changes to the production for January, and I think we'll make this singing bowl a permanent fixture, and I'll give it a designated microphone, because you got the chair squeaking and the hiss off the laptop fan and all of that. Still, it's nice. Okay. Ray and Leslie, nice to hear from you. Yes, I'm doing very well. Doing very well, Ray and Leslie. Yes, extremely busy and getting busier. It never stops. But, you know, at least we're not locked down anymore. At least not physically. We are mentally locked down. We are a slave to you see how the television talks about money 24 hours a day? If you haven't already noticed, and I'm sure I appreciate that most of you are intelligent, free-thinking human beings, but you just mark down how many times the television mentions money. That you either need more, you haven't got enough, this isn't worth anything, that is worth something, this is cheaper, this is more expensive, that's not money. All the time. It's all the television talks about. And if it's not talking about money, it's talking about fear and putting you on a guilt trip. Okay. That doesn't sound very ambient. That's better. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm using the X-Vive wireless guitar system, which is superb. But I've never used one of these before. There it is, look. Yeah. It's fantastic. I've never used a wireless system before. And one of the problems, and I've got to thank the people at John Hornby Skews for this, because one of the problems about this production is, or you know, not just this production, is the amount of cables you have, you know. And I've got some other wireless products there from John Hornby Skews that I'm going to be introducing, certainly for the live band show, which will be happening on the 5th of January. But the company's called X-Vive, or X-Vive, or X-Vive, I don't know, but X-Vive, I think, is how you project it. So when the live stream happens, we'll be with the band, the Paul Rose House Band, we'll be having wireless in-ear monitoring, and also have a wireless system for this microphone. Get rid of the cables. And I've never used these wireless things before because I'm an old school kind of person. But I have to say that I'm extremely impressed. Extremely impressed. Look at that, no cable. Excellent. Okay, let's get back to the music. A lot of talking. What you say is what you get. Meaning your thought creates your own reality. You say what you think, and people react to it. You've got to change. Well, you know, I believe that it's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. 8. Here we go. What you say is what you get. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. How we're doing? Oh, goodness gracious me, that's been an hour. Oh, I only have eyes for you. I think I might leave it at the end of this one. I hope you've all had a nice Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. And, oof. That's alright. Okay, so thank you very much, everybody. Have you liked, have you subscribed? I hope so, ladies and gentlemen. And I got so much stuff to do. It's incredible. Acoustic or Audio have sent me some software which I need to demo, and I have some lots of stuff to do. The signature guitars is okay. Once again, just to remind you, this is unreleased, but this is my signature V66 from Vintage, and it's fantastic, and I hope you can see and hear how much I love playing this guitar. And this is we've already announced the signature Eclat Fret King John Hornby Skews. Now we have this guitar, and there might even be another one yet. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? The Boff album is very close. It was pretty much close to being finished, Nick. It's got some mixing to do through January and February, and then it should be out. There's a German tour in April. It needs to be out for April. So it's ticking over. It's ticking over. Now, what did I say that number? So number 9. Okay. I love melodies, ladies and gentlemen, and I watched a very famous shredder on YouTube for about 10 seconds the other day, and I thought I should have been a shredder, and I've tried to be a shredder, and it never satisfied me. It never brought me a sense of completion. And this is my opinion, and the shredders may hate me for saying this, but I say it through a lot of years and a lot of experience, and that is that when you're shredding, the notes are only that big, as opposed to, Beethoven said slow is great. Well, what did he know? More is more, less is less, Malmsteen said. But when your note is that long, how can you put any kind of expression or meaning into that? You can't really. I don't think so anyway. At least that's my feeling. The note needs to be long. And all of that. You know what I mean? I love the old tunes. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely sound, Rico West. Thank you very much. Only have eyes, yeah. Yeah, I want no council. Well, just listen to Beethoven. there's a. I mean, it's a matter of taste and opinion and this, that, and the other. But I mean, let's face it. What was I going to say? Yes, Beethoven. There's a moment in the third movement of the Ninth Symphony where there's this French horn and it plays I think it's a D, and it just plays a D for like 32 bars. It's just just goes and goes and goes. But of course, all of these chords around it change, which has an effect upon that D. I mean, it's a fascinating science, But the speed playing with these little tiny notes, how, in my opinion, how can you express your infinite soul in a note that lasts less than half a second? You dig? I mean, that's where I'm coming from, baby. And it's like, shoot me down, call me crazy, I don't care. We're all entitled to our opinions. But I think Beethoven, Mozart, or I mean, they wrote music like that sometimes, but not very often, Hello, Rax FX. Nice to see you. So that's my opinion, for all it's worth. And this next one's the theme tune to the Edgar Wallace Mysteries, which can now be seen on weekday afternoons on Talk TV, ladies and gentlemen. And so it's made famous to most of us by Hank Marvin and the Shadows. Hank Marvin and his Magnificent Shadows, ladies and gentlemen. And they certainly don't write tunes like this anymore. Goes like this. Don't panic, I just think I can get a better sound than that. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to play that one again. Because I love it. And I'm going to do what I want to do sitting in this chair. And it goes like this here. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, Hank Marvin didn't write it, but you know. The frame rates are matched, I'm going to show you. The frame rates, they are matched 100%, 50 frames per second. But I have had some issues with the internet today, both with the chat and, yeah, the frame rate's spot on, definitely, within the system. So whatever's going out is an issue. Oh well, what can you do? Right, the next one, the last one, is called Home. Actually, is it? I think, you know, I might end with a bit of Christmas for you. I do have that flickering on these buttons here. That's definitely a frame rate issue. Change the frame rate. There must be some kind of oscillation going on in these lights that are the camera's not comfortable with. I'll sort it out. But again, just to remind you that on the 5th of January we'll be doing a band live stream from this room. A 4-piece guitar, bass, drums and piano. And it's going to be called the Paul Rose House Band, January the 5th at 7 p.m. Yes, indeedy. And we're looking forward to that. Mark Matthews on drums, Andy Champion on bass, and Paul Wilson on piano, and me on guitar, and probably even a little bit of vocals. Yes, indeed. And bring in the new year with something totally different. Okay. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's almost the end. Shaft. Well, maybe. Just a second, speaking of wah-wah pedals. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do Get Carter to say cheerio for the Christmas. Cheerio for the Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. Cheerio for the Christmas. Here we go.
Now, take me back to London. back to London.
I want you to drink all of it. You understand? Just like it was with my brother Frank. Watch it. Drink up. Drink it! You ever go to the house when he was spewing it out? You can pass the bottle around when the car went over the top. Hey! Goodbye!
Okay, folks, that's pretty much it now. Yes. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've all had a lovely Christmas. I really do hope you've all had a lovely Christmas. And I'm going to be back. Well, the main thing to report is that I'll be back, or should I say, we'll be back on the 5th of January at 7 p.m. And we will be uploading a proper flyer for that. I do have a. We made it. Well, the drummer Mark made a nice flyer for that, but when I put it into this software, it kind of stretched out of proportion, so I didn't want to use it. But we'll put a proper flyer up, and it'll include all of the times around the world basically, you know, London, New York, and Australia, and all of that. But it'll be 7 o'clock on the 5th of January, which is a Thursday night. So everything should be quiet, and Christmas is over, and people are kind of relaxing and taking it easy at home, and so, you know, we'll see you then. Thank you very much. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. I had a few little technical glitches, so I've been a little bit distracted. So I hope the music was satisfactory, ladies and gentlemen. Session is over. See you next time.